कल्पिता श्रीमद्भागवतं प्रमाणममलं प्रेमापुमातो महान् श्रीचैतन्यमहाप्रभोर्मतमिति तत्रादरानापरा तत्रादरानापरा. So this Krishna book is lot of incomparable book. Lot transcendence is there, complete transcendence is there in this book, Krishna book, and it is very dear to Prabhupada. Prabhupada envisioned that he did not just directly translated the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, whereas he started from the first canto, second canto, next Atta Sarga, Visarga, Sthanam, Poshanam, Utaya, Manmantaresha, Anukata, Nirodha, Muktira, Ashraya. Ashraya is the 10th chapter. These are the 10 subject matters of the Srimad Bhagavatam. So in that he was gradually going creation, primary creation, secondary creation, everything. But in those all these chapters he gave all the necessary, he is preparing the audience with humility, with all the necessary qualifications in all the prior cantos before entering into the 10th canto. That's the reason we have Kunti Maharani prayer, first Bhishma Stuti, Kunti Maharani prayers, then Kapila Deva teachings, and then we see Dhruv Maharaj pastimes, and then we see Prit Maharaj pastimes, and then we saw Ajamila pastime, and then we saw Prahlad Maharaj teachings, and then we saw in the 8th canto Gajendra Moksha, Gajendra Stuti. And then we saw Vamana pastime, Lord Rama pastime. All these pastimes are preparing our minds to enter, to take shelter, Ashraya. It is the 10th last subject matter, 10th subject matter of the Srimad Bhagavatam. So at that time, Srila Prabhupada was not there on this planet. How a sincere seeker of who is hankering, whose heart is again and again suffering from the thirst of knowing Krishna's pastimes be quenched. But Prabhupada know before that itself everything what will happen by the time of this 10th canto he reaches. That's the reason before starting the whole Srimad Bhagavatam, of course first canto, second canto was there before coming to US itself, but before he started the creation part, Sarga part itself, he wrote the Krishna book. Krishna book is the summary of 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, and it is very dear to Prabhupada. He read many times, he again and again and again heard devotees reading this Krishna book, but he always relishing. There are so many incidents shared by his devotees, his disciples. One time, Srutakita Prabhu is reading Dvivida gorilla pastime. At that Lord pastime, killing Dvivida gorilla. So at that time when Dvivida gorilla is passing urine on all the yagnas performed by the sages, Brahmanas, then Prabhupada is like, emotion is now, my Krishna and Balram is going to kill this rascal. Like that he was tapping up on his thighs and he was relishing the pastime. Like that whenever there are any pastimes that are killing of these demons by Krishna and Balaram, Prabhupada used to relish. So the next day also, when Shrutakita Prabhu was asked to read the Krishna book, he immediately opened the book because Srila Prabhupada enjoys these fighting pastimes. He was looking, which pastime should I start with? So then Prabhupada said that, don't worry, this Krishna book is like a sugar candy. Any side you lick, it will be very tasty. Go ahead and start with any chapter. So like that, every book he relishes. And again, the same Dvivda Virla pastime, again it was read by some other devotee. At that time, when the devotee is reading, there is a pond in front of him. So there the description is Dvivda gorilla enter into the ocean. So the ocean water is spilled everywhere. So then Prabhupada is so much into the pastime, just like this pond. When this pond is, when we enter this pond, how it is filled, like that he is imagining himself, he is going into the pastime. So, and another time, there is one devotee couple came to visit Srila Prabhupada. So at that time, immediately when Prabhupada saw this couple, he asked that Prabhu, have you read my books? Then the Prabhu said that, oh yeah, I read Bhagavad Gita, I read Chaitanya Charitamrita, now I am reading Ishopanishad. Then Prabhupada is very happy. Prabhupada looked at the Mataji. The Mataji is bending her head, a little shy because she did not read the books of Prabhupada. Then she said that, Prabhupada, I did not read because I don't like the philosophy, but I read Krishna book. Then Prabhupada is very happy. That book is enough. That is enough. If you read that book, everything is there. That is enough to go back to Godhead. So, like that, many times he emphasizes, even you cannot read, of course, don't take it as advantage. We have to read every book of Srila Prabhupada's. Even if by any chance, if you cannot read all the books, one book is enough. That is Krishna book. And if you cannot read whole book, all the chapters of Krishna book, if you read one chapter, that is enough. If you cannot read the whole chapter, if you read one page, that is enough. If you cannot read the whole page, also one line if you read, that is enough. At least one word is also enough. That is Krishna book. So he was telling, and also saying that what will your 1 hour class of preaching will do? What will your 2 minutes of preaching while distributing the books will do? But if you give these books, if they touch these books, if they open and read one page or one line, that's it. It will create miracles. So he was specifically telling about this Krishna book. That is the glory of Krishna book. So if we want to become a pure devotee of Krishna, if we read Krishna book, it will be solved. The purpose is satisfied. Purpose is solved. So that is the potency of Krishna book. Krishna book is full of pastimes of Krishna. One may think like that. There are so many Krishna storybooks. Why should we read Prabhupada storybooks only? Because we know all the pastimes. If whoever is born in India, from the childhood they read this, they heard this Putana pastime, many of the pastimes, like Damodar Leela or Agasar Leela or lifting of Govardhan Hill, because India is a pious country, pious place. Whoever is born, Agnata Sukriti will be there for that, because they will be, from the childhood, they will be hearing the Krishna's names, Krishna's Leelas, Krishna Kirtans, they will be hearing. So what is the difference? But there is a lot of difference between ordinary Krishna storybook and Srila Prabhupada, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead book. What is the difference? Can someone guess? An ordinary book is there in Amazon or somewhere, you can see all the pastimes of Krishna book written by some other sampradaya, some other organization. But there is a gulf of difference between that and this.
It's a mood, Mataji.
Okay, mood. Any other guesses? Yeah, another main difference is
Prabhupada is mood, love, and relish, and rasa. All those.
yes, all are there. All are there. The prime difference is tattva. Tattva is imbibed, involved. Every page, every line, you can see the supremacy of Krishna. If you see ordinary story books, this supremacy will not be escalated, will not be explained properly. Okay, Leela is there, that's it. That's the reason, even actually Bhagavad Gita is complete philosophical book. That's the reason there are so many editions, there are so many versions of Bhagavad Gita, but after reading the whole Bhagavad Gita also they will worship demigods. In Bhagavad Gita itself he said, Kamaistasthir hita gnana prapadyante anya devata. And he said that avidipurvakam, this demigod worship is avidipurvakam. I don't know, when Krishna said very clearly, even a layman, even he doesn't know, a child also can understand that clearly. Krishna is not encouraging demigod worship. He rather, even if we have desires, we can directly approach Krishna. When it is very obvious, people after finishing everything, they will do everyone else's worship except Krishna's supreme worship. So that tattva is not presented. That is the difference between the Prabhupada books and other organization books. I am not diminishing, but at the same time they are not complete. I am strictly emphasizing this. But when we understand tattva only, Krishna said that we will go back to Godhead. Where it is said? In the Bhagavad Gita 4.9. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattvataha tattvadeham punarjanma naiti mameti. So Arjuna. So not only we should understand, we should know the appearance and disappearance and activities of Krishna, how we should understand all these activities in the tattva. Through tattva we should understand. Otherwise, what will they say? Krishna is born, Krishna is dead. Krishna came in the womb of Krishna came from Lord Vishnu as ninth incarnation, born in the womb of Devaki and killed by the hunter. This is the story part will be there. But what is the tattva? In the Bhagavad Gita, it is clearly said that Ajopi san avyayatma bhutanam ishvaropi san prakritim svamadhisthaya sambhavamya atma mayaya. Ajopi san avyayatma. Aja. There is no birth for Krishna. An unborn personality being born in the womb of Devaki is the tattva. We should understand that Krishna is not born. He appeared in the womb of Devaki. That is the tattva. An unborn is born. That is called the appearance. An unborn has left to his planet. That is called the disappearance. That is the difference. Tattva we should understand clearly. Okay? And he did not come by somebody's force. He said that Sambhavamya Atma Mayaya. By my own transcendental nature, by my own yoga maya, I appeared. Atma Maya means my own will, my own creation, my own transcendental form. By my own willingness, I appeared. So he has the complete free will. He is not forced to appear or disappear. So we should understand. That's why we should read Prabhupada books so that we will understand properly the tattva of absolute truth and tattva. Okay, now he said that in the when we in the introduction, we will come from the introduction. It is very interesting. So, our whole movement started with Hare Krishna Mahamantra, right? But whereas, if you see the introduction of this Krishna book, it is starting with Krishna, 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 He. So every word is Krishna. Krishna hai. Krishna is everything. Krishna is Rakshamam. Krishna Pahimam. Krishna is our protection. Krishna is our shelter. So everything Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. So Krishna, it is mentioned in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. So Prabhupada, Krishna is very dear to Srila Prabhupada. Always in his when he is coming in the Jaladuta to US also, he revealed the fact that Krishna is the Srila Prabhupada is the friend or in the Goloka, Goloka Vrindavana. So there is a clue given by Srila Prabhupada. From that we can understand that he knows complete information because he is a confidential personality. He knows everything. So that's the reason whenever he presents Krishna supremacy, we can see priceless glow in his face, Srila Prabhupada's face. So that's the reason we should hear about Krishna from his very dear devotee, from his very pure confidential counterparts, confidential servitors. So that's why all the Prabhupada books are so relishing, especially whole Krishna book is emphasizing the Krishna supremacy. So we must read in our lifetime, everyone. And then here if you see, Srila Prabhupada, while writing Krishna book, he is glorifying the whole Gaura Leela characters. If you see, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Prabhu, Ishwar Puri, then not only that, Sri Govinda, Mukunda, Murari Gupta, all 6 Goswamis. Why he is bringing their names? Is it printing mistake or anything? In Krishna Leela, what's the need of Gaura Leela characters? Why? Because all these personalities are very, very merciful. Just by uttering their names, we can remember them. We can remember their exalted qualities. We can meditate, and thus we can easily invoke their mercy. That's the reason Srila Prabhupada is offering obeisances, respectful obeisances to all these Swarup Damodara, everyone, Srivas Pandit, everyone. So even for us also, any task, morning when we are get up, if we remember, if we start our day just by remembering, you don't need to do big chanting or big sloka recitations or nothing. Just by remembering or saying their names, we can invoke their mercy, because every moment we are fighting with Maya, we are trapped by Maya by so many means. So we need their mercy every moment. Okay, that's the reason Srila Prabhupada is mentioning here. And then if we see here, he is making the reader, Srila Prabhupada is making the reader from the beginning. We are in the first page of introduction, and in the first page, just second and third paragraphs itself, you will see all Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, 3 expansions, 3 plenary expansions, while who are the cause of this material creations. So who are they? Karnodaka Sai Vishnu, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. And he is afterwards, above them, all these 3 Vishnus, who are there? He was mentioning the second quadruple expansion. Above them is the first quadruple expansion. Above them is Balaram, and above them is Krishna. He is telling that in the very beginning itself, he is telling that out of all, above all Yuga avatars, above all Manvantara avatars, above all 3 forms of Vishnus, above all the quadruple expansions, Krishna is the ultimate. Krishna is the source of all incarnations. See, all combined together and appear with the body of Krishna. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna is the complete whole, and thus all plenary expansions and incarnations always live with him. So, this is very important statement. All combine together and appear with the body of Krishna. You take any incarnation of Vishnu or anyone, any personality, everyone is there within Krishna. That's why Krishna is Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. So Krishna is complete. Nothing is missing in Krishna. Nothing is independent of Krishna. Nothing is irrespective of Krishna. Everything is there within Krishna. That's why is Krishna whole, complete. Okay, any expansion you take, any avatara you take, not so-called whimsical incarnations in Kali Yuga. Every other day, every other week, there will be a new incarnation claiming that I am Krishna, I am Bhagavan, I am so and so. Those are not, I am not talking about any of these. Of course, even in indirect form they are also part of Krishna only, but they cannot be Krishna. Okay, all these plenary expansions, incarnations, okay, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam ete cham sakala punsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Udayanti Yuge Yuge. So everyone is incarnation of Krishna. And then in the in the Krishna book itself, in the later chapters, in the later paragraphs, it is showed that how Balarama appeared. Even Sankarshana, upon whom always Lord Shiva meditates, that Sankarshana's origin is Balaram, and Balaram is the plenary expansion of Krishna. So many times we have this confusion, who is supreme, who is supreme, who is supreme. So it is very clear, Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. And these pastimes of Lord are generally heard and relished by even liberated souls. So we saw in the Srimad Bhagavatam, first third verses itself, in the first canto, third verses itself, निगमकल्पतरोर्कलितं फलं सुखमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः. Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha. Even liberated souls also will relish these pastimes, this Srimad Bhagavatam. It is because they are all santustaha. They are all materially exhausted. They don't have any other desires. They are completely santustaha. Santustaha means they don't want anything else. They don't have any desires also. But they hanker to hear more and more, and relish this Srimad Bhagavatam. Such a sweet Purana is Srimad Bhagavatam. Such Srimad Bhagavatam means pastimes of Krishna, narrations of Krishna. So these stories are very, very attractive. Even people who are santustaha, who are completely exhausted, completely satisfied, no other desires are there. For them also it is so attractive, very relishing. Okay, but in the conditioned state, as diseased persons, we don't feel the taste, we don't feel the attraction. Of course, I'm not talking about all of you. You are wonderful devotees. That's the reason you are here, to hear the pastimes of Krishna. But I'm talking about here a deceased person. In the diseased condition, he will not have the pleasure, he cannot have the full pleasure of hearing these pastimes because of the diseased condition. So there are two Krishna kathas, one spoken by Krishna, one spoken about Krishna. What is the spoken by Krishna katha? What is the narration spoken by Krishna? Which scripture is spoken by Krishna?
Bhagavad Gita.
And which scripture is about Krishna?
Srimad Bhagavatam.
So, Bhagavad Gita, one is by Krishna, one is about Krishna. So these two Krishna kathas are completely about Krishna. Why? Because we are discussing these two here. This Srimad Bhagavatam, I already said, 10th canto, summary of 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Because ordinary people, if you see in Naimisharanya and all, they will do Bhagavata Saptaha. Bhagavata Saptaha, within half an hour they will finish all 9 cantos, and most of the all 7 days they will focus on the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, and mainly especially they focus on the Rasalila pastimes of Krishna, which is strictly prohibited by all our acharyas. Why? Because we should acquire qualification to go to the 10th canto. So, in order to avoid this danger, in order to protect the spiritual inquisitiveness of the devotees, what Prabhupada has said, he extracted the Leela part, means all Krishna's Leela from the Balya, Pauganda and Kaishora, all systematically in a very safeguarded way he presented in this Krishna book. So whoever, if someone hears that we should read 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, no need of other cantos, if anyone hears that nonsense and willing to directly jump to the 10th canto, Prabhupada is protecting such people by giving this Krishna book. If someone reads this Krishna book, they can quench their thirst of reading the 10th canto. At the same time, they will be protected from offenses of reading the 10th canto improperly. Okay, these two Krishna kathas are very much needed, very much or enough to go back to Godhead. That's what this whole Krishna book is saying. And here it is said that King Parikshit was especially interested in hearing Krishna Katha because he knew that his forefathers, particularly grandfather Arjuna, was victorious in the battle of Kurukshetra because of Krishna. Because of Krishna. See, it is very good. Parikshit Maharaj knows that his grandfather Pandavas, they are supreme heroes, not supreme heroes, superheroes. They are superheroes. Even the other heavenly planet people will used to come and beg for the help of these Pandavas when there are fear from the demons. Such a great warriors they are. But Parikshit Maharaj knows that the credit of their victory is because of Krishna. That's the reason he wants to hear about Krishna. So Krishna's mercy, he knows completely it is by just due to Krishna's mercy, Arjuna was able to kill all of them. So such a Krishna's merciful activities, Parikshit Maharaj wants to hear. But what is the greatness of Parikshit Maharaj here? He is about to die in 7 days because of the curse of a Brahmana boy. But still, he doesn't have any fear. He is totally absorbed. Out of 7 days, during the 4th day, Sukadeva Goswami reached this 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. At that time, he has very little time to hear about 4th or 5th day, to hear about the narrations of Krishna. So at that time, he till then, these 4-5 days, he did not drink a drop of water, he did not eat a speck of food, he did not sleep, he did not close his eyelids even for a second. But still, during that 4th day or 5th day, when he is about to start this Krishna Leela, 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, he is hankering not for water, not for food, not for sleep, but more to hear about Krishna, Krishna's narrations. So what we can understand from this, there is no fear of death. When it comes to hearing of, for a pure devotee, see, the fear of death is very insignificant, even they know that death is destined. Their heart is fully filled with desire to hear Krishna Katha. So they don't have any other desire. That is the beauty of Krishna pastime. And when we hear in the first canto, 19th chapter, there is a beautiful verse. I will tell the meaning of that verse. Parikshit Maharaj is saying that, now I am sitting on the shore of Ganges. All my worshipable great acharyas are sitting with me. And my spiritual master Sukadev Goswami is narrating your glories. My dear Lord Krishna, my dear Brahmanas, let the Taksha snake come and bite me. I don't have any fear. I am feeling a lot of security. So when we read this Krishna book also, a sincere reader or listener will feel that protection, will not have any fear for anything. Okay. Yad bibheti swayam bhayam. There is a nice verse in first canto 14th 1.1.14. If you say Yad bibheti swayam bhayam, because Krishna is fearful to the fear personified. Very nice, right? So when that fear personified is there in front of us, what taksha can create as fear? What any material calamity can create as fear? So that is the beauty of Krishna. And in that same verse it is there 1.1.14, just by uttering one name, Krishna, that is enough to bring out of all the fears, old age, birth, death, disease, any material misery, anything that even unintentionally if you utter the name, any of these fears will can conquer us. Just that one Krishna name is there. That's the reason in the beginning of the introduction Srila Prabhupada started this chapter with Krishna word. So that is the potency of Krishna. Just Krishna. Start the day with Krishna. Every moment remember Krishna. Try to remember Krishna. Stavara jangama deke na deke taramuti sarvatra hoya nija ishta deva spurti. So stavara jangama, either you see moving object, non-moving object, anything you see, if you remember Krishna, that's it. Our life will be successful. A pure devotee does that. One time Srila Prabhupada, it is very cold at that time when he arrived USA, and when flight door is opened, when he is coming out, it is so lot of chilly air is hitting him. Then the devotee said that he begged forgiveness. Sorry Srila Prabhupada, I forgot to bring you a jacket. Then Prabhupada said that I am feeling the cold embrace of my Krishna. That is the beauty. See, anything, any tree if he sees, a bird if he sees, cloud if he sees, anything, a person if he sees, he will remember Krishna. So that is the beauty. If we can remember Krishna all the time, it starts with chanting. If you can chant unintentionally or intentionally, so we can also remember Krishna all the time. And okay, this line is very good. Every one of us, can someone read this one highlighted portion?
I can read. Every
Yeah.
one of us should be conscious of death at every moment. This life is not at all assured. At any time, one can die. It does not matter whether one is young man or an old man. So before that takes place, we must be fully Krishna conscious. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So anytime death may come. So we should practice to remember Krishna, to talk about Krishna, to hear about Krishna, to see Krishna, to cook for Krishna, to serve Krishna. So if we practice, anytime death may come, but we will be protected. We don't need to be worried. Happy, we can be in Krishna consciousness and we will be protected. So that is what, when King Parikshit expressed his uttering desire to hear about Krishna, Sukadev Goswami was very much pleased. And these topics, he who hears such topics, some other devotees, any other devotee? From here, Maharaj Parikshit, from here. Mona Mataji or anybody else, they can read.
Let me bring my glasses, Mataji. One second. Hare Krishna Mataji, you want me to read?
I can, yeah, I can
Okay.
read. The
Go
highlighted
ahead.
one, right?
Correct.
Yeah. He informed Maharaja Parikshit that hearing and chanting the pastimes of Krishna are so auspicious that the processes purify the three varieties of men involved. He who recites the transcendental topics of Krishna, he who hears such topics, and he who inquires about him. These pastimes are just like the Ganges water which flows from the toe of Lord Vishnu. They purify the three worlds, the upper, middle, and lower planetary systems.
Suppose if the water is needed in the a country is there and the river is flowing from the northern states to the southern states, so water is needed to the southern states, but water will not come just to the southern state. What will happen? It will be passing through all the above states and finally it will reach the lower state. In the same way as Ganges water, even though asked or not asked, it will purify everyone, it will satisfy everyone else also. That is the greatness of Ganges water. In the same way, these transcendental topics of Krishna benefits who hears, who he reads or recites, and who also inquires. Suppose $1,000 is there with me. If I give all $1,000 to someone, some of you, nothing is left with me. That means I am loser. Whoever is received from me, they are the benefiter. But it's not like in the transcendental, because these are the absolute. When I am giving, I will be benefited. When you are taking, you will be benefited, and audience also will be benefited. That is the glory. When Srimad Bhagavatam was recited by Sukadeva Goswami and inquired by Parikshit Maharaj, even the side benefit is all the audience. There are so many gnanis, there are so many sages, there are Narada Muni, Marichi, all sages, seven sages. Suta Goswami, everyone is there, even his own father, Vyasa Maharshi, everyone is there. So everyone got benefited, everyone got purified. Even they are purified, still they are hankering because Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha. They are all liberated souls, but still they are hankering to hear more and more. So they were also relishing. So that is the beauty of this one. Then the first chapter is the advent of Lord Krishna. So I'm not going through every paragraph. I need to cover 4 chapters. We don't have much time. I will just give the summary. So we know that when all the demons are so much harassed, Bhumi, whom shelter she took, first usually she approaches Brahma because he is the father accessible in this material world, and Brahma, where he will take them, they will go to Shirodaka Sai Vishnu on the shore of the Milk Ocean. There Brahma closes his eyes and chants Purusha Sukta prayers. So in some pastimes, when there are some necessities, Krishna appears in front of Brahmaji. In some cases, only his voice, Lord Vishnu's voice, will be heard. And sometimes even for anybody else, voice will not be heard or darshan will not be there. But in the message will be delivered in the heart of Brahmaji. So in either way, Brahmaji received the answers of Lord Shirodaka Sai Vishnu in the Sveta Dvipa. So, like that, here also, when demons are harassing, Mother Bhumi went and asked for the Brahmaji, and Brahmaji got the benediction, got the abhayam, fearlessness from Lord Krishna that he is going to appear very soon. Here, what we can understand is, many people think that Krishna is the 9th incarnation of Lord Vishnu. But we read that in all the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna comes, appears himself. Not only he appears, he brings all his associates, and also not only all his associates, he brings his whole dham itself, whole Goloka Vrindavana. Whole dham is descended as Gokula Vrindavan. Goloka Vrindavan from Goloka has come here in the whole dham appeared here. So don't ask me when the dham is appeared here, what will happen there? No resident there, no dham there. It will be there simultaneously. Both can be there. So whenever Krishna appears, he comes himself. He doesn't need anyone's help. He doesn't need to be subjected to some set of rules that, okay, next your turn, Krishna, you have to take this path, go through this person and do this, go like this. In the so and so near Delhi, from 3 hours radius, you will have one place. You have to go and stay there only. No, nothing is there. Krishna decided here Vrindavana is the eternal dham, that is the eternal dham. Whenever he wants to appear, he appears out of his own sweet will. That's the reason we should not question why Krishna is blue color, why Krishna is playing flute, why he has peacock feather. No, he is Swarat. He is totally independent. He can do whatever he wants to do. We cannot question. Okay. Whatever we can understand, we should understand. Otherwise, we should try to understand. When we are eligible, we will be revealed with the answers. Until then, we should not try to go with the analysis, which will lead to the paralysis. So that is the summary. Then coming to the story part, we all know that Devaki and Vasudev got married, and Ugrasena, Kamsa, Devaki's father, Kamsa is the brother, and when Kamsa himself is riding the chariot, at that time he heard the Asarira Vani voice from the sky saying that the 8th son of Devaki will definitely kill you. At that time, he was so loyal to Devaki. He likes Devaki so much. Devaki is a lovable sister to Kamsa, and Kamsa is also treating very nicely. But the minute when he heard that there is a danger for his life, this is the difference between Sattvaguna and being a Vaishnava. When we are on the platform of Sattvaguna, for hearing it is good only. This is very important. Listen carefully. Many people in the material world also, what's the need of worshipping God? Being good, doing good is enough. Okay, being good means helping the poor people, giving the blood donation, doing some charity, feeding the poor people, feeding the homeless people. These are all good, right? Why these are all enough if we do? Why do we need to worship when we don't see? And people will say that people worship is better than the God worship. Everyone will make their own quotes. But the reality is this one. When we are on the Sattva platform, anytime we will fall down. That means we are still in the material zone only. We are not beyond. That's why Krishna was asked by Arjuna, Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna Nidvandvo Nidman Vakto Niryoga Kshema Atmavan. So, rise above these 3 modes of material nature, O Arjuna. So, Krishna is asking, okay, Sattvaguna is better, you can stay there, no problem. No. He is asking Arjuna, rise above these 3 modes. Why? Because Kamsa is the example. Here, Kamsa till then, he is in the mode of goodness. He is taking care of, he gave lot of charity for the Devaki's marriage. He satisfied all the Brahmanas by nice gifts. He was himself personally riding the chariot. But when there is a fear for his, when there is a discomfort, still not yet caused, it is future prediction. For that future prediction itself, he was so much agitated and fell down from his Sattva platform to the Tamasic platform. So always we should raise above the 3 modes. That is also not enough. If we raise above the mode, 3 modes also, Krishna did not stop there only. If you see the later chapters, you have to take shelter of Madashraya. He said that you have to take shelter of me. So we have to raise above the 3 modes, and also we should perform devotional service in the association of devotees. Then we will not fall down. Okay, this is the difference. Being good is enough, or raising above goodness is required. Kamsa is the best example. Here, Kamsa is ready to kill a woman also. In those days, of course, nowadays there is no difference between killing a woman, killing a man, killing a cow, nothing. For them, everything is same. But in those days, at least there is a respect. Women should be respected. Woman is a mother. So they have, that culture is so much deep rooted back then. At that time itself, Kamsa is willing to kill Devaki. That much he became degraded. So then Vasudev begged Kamsa that if you want, you can keep us in your custody. We will give every child to you, whoever is born to you. Then you can kill them, but don't kill poor Devaki. She is an innocent sister. Okay, here you can have 2 questions again. Let me see the time. Why Kamsa spared Vasudeva and Devaki? Why he was kept in the same prison? Or what's the guarantee that Vasudeva will give every kid to Kamsa? He can, why? These are all the arrangement of Krishna, Yoga Maya. So, first one is, Kamsa knows that Vasudeva is famous for his truthfulness. He is very honest. He is a completely trustworthy person. That's the reason. And why Vasudeva has to give every kid to Kamsa? If he wants, he can take some help and he can escape some of the kids. He can protect. Why he did not? So here he understood that the destiny is deciding to appear in the womb of Devaki, because only Supreme Lord only can kill Kamsa. Kamsa is such a strong demon. So he understood that, and now Vasudeva wanted to please that Supreme Lord. How a Lord can be pleased? Just not by simple act or, okay, Krishna, you know what I want. You do whatever you want. I will sleep like this. No. Lord will be pleased with austerities. So here Vasudeva and Devaki are exhibiting their devotion through the austerity. And Vasudeva, it's not like to keep up his promise or to keep up his words, gave every child to Kamsa. Rather, he decided to please the Supreme Lord. That's why he handed over every child to Kamsa. And regarding Kamsa, Kamsa killed everyone. What's the need? He knows that 8th kid only is going to kill. There, of course, Narada Muni intervention is there. If you, first kid may be the 8th kid may be the first kid, who knows which will come when, some confusion he created. In that way, Kamsa killed. But actually there is a secret behind, there is a story behind. There is one Brahmaji, not our planet Brahmaji, planet Brahmaji, our Kalpa in this present Manvantara. He is a nice devotee. It happened in some other Kalpa, in some other planet. There, one time Brahmaji is allured by Mother Saraswati. Mother Saraswati is daughter actually. Why she is daughter? Because he is the father. He born out of the novel of Garbhodak Sai Vishnu. But still, Saraswati is like a daughter. He got so much allured to have the association of Mother Saraswati. Then he immediately understood the thought and he rejected his body. That is the scene happened. At that time, when Brahmaji is running behind Mother Saraswati, Brahmaji's Manasaputra, Marichi, has 6 sons. They all laughed at Brahmaji. Then Brahmaji got angry and cursed them to be the sons of a demon. So, because of the curse, all these 6 kids of Marichi became the sons of Kalanemi. Kalanemi, who is Kalanemi? Hiranyakashipu's son. Hiranyakashipu's son Kalanemi's sons are 6 one. But when they born as 6 sons, they are not too much demoniac. One time they all wanted to worship Lord Brahmaji without the knowledge of Hiranyakashipu. Why? Because Hiranyakashipu knows that any demigod worship anybody else, if anyone worshipping other than Hiranyakashipu, he will punish them. So without the knowledge of Hiranyakashipu, these 6 kids, 6 sons started worshipping Brahmaji, and Brahmaji is very much pleased. But unfortunately, this news went to Hiranyakashipu, and Hiranyakashipu cursed. Of course, these great demons also will have power to curse. So he cursed these 6 sons that you will be killed by your own father in your next life. So these 6 sons became the sons of Devaki, and Kalanemi became the Kamsa. Now Kamsa killed all the 6 sons of the Devaki. Of course, they were sent to the Sutala planet. Later, Devaki Mata requested Krishna and Balaram to bring them back, so that she did not nourish them. Immediately when they were born, they were killed by Kamsa. She did not nourish them. She did not fulfill her motherly responsibility, she felt. So, but this is the pastime happened. But Acharyas explained that these 6 kids, dead sons of either you call Marichi or Kalanemi, whatever it is, they represent 6 anattas in our body. What are the 6 anattas? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. So, whenever they all killed by the Kamsa, right? In the same way, all these 6 anattas, with whom we should kill? We should kill with the fear of Maya. Means, whenever we are feeling, when we are afraid of Maya, the more purification happens, the more cautiousness will be there within our behavior, within our devotional service, so that we can always take shelter of Krishna. So, by developing complete shelter, when we are trying to seek more and more shelter of Krishna, then Krishna appears in the heart of us and removes all the darkness. Here, after 6 sons were killed, what happened? Krishna appeared in the midst of darkness. So that is the appearance of Krishna, Lord Krishna. And the minute whole prison is full of darkness. But when Krishna appeared, initially he appeared with 4 hands. But with the request of his pure devotees, he revealed the original 2-handed form of Krishna to Mother Devaki and Vasudeva. So in that way, if we also want to get rid of all anattas, we should take the holy name of Krishna, either in the Abhinnatva Namina. We can take the name of Krishna, we can take Krishna in the form of Leela, we can take Krishna in the form of Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. In any form, if we take, all the darkness will be dissipated, all the anattas will be moved away, and we will be enlightened with the appearance, with the form of Krishna, with the potency of Krishna. We can save ourselves from these calamities. And when Krishna appeared, many people think that again Vishnu only came as Krishna, that's the reason he appeared with 4-hand form. But no, he is not Actually, when he appeared, it is also again proved when after Krishna appeared, till then all Vasudeva Devaki hands were shackled, legs are shackled. But when Krishna appeared, all shackles were removed. In the same way, our hands, our bodies are shackled with so many karmas, so many material desires. So, what we have to do? We have to invite Krishna in our hearts. So, all the shackles of karma, not only in this life, from life before life, whatever millions of times material desires that is carried forwarded, all these are all the shackles and will be released from that, and we can be free from our path to Goloka. Just like here Vasudev, path to Gokula is, however, it is smoothened by Krishna. Our path to Goloka will be smoothened. And when Vasudev is going to Gokula, what happened? Yamuna, Mother Yamuna is over flooding because Mother Yamuna wants to touch the lotus feet of Krishna. So finally, Ananta Sesha appeared. Ananta Sesha became the umbrella for Krishna and safely made Vasudev reach there. And in Saradha Darshini, Srila Vishnu Chakravarti Thakura said this point. Actually, Mother Yashoda did not give birth to only girl kid. Mother Yashoda gave birth to two kids. And one is Vrajabihari Krishna and one is Yogamaya. So, when this Krishna, whoever appeared in Madhura, is taken by Vasudev, he is the Vasudeva Krishna. And when he took him there, Vasudeva Krishna and Vrajabihari Krishna merged together and became one Krishna. And he brought Yogamaya back to the Kamsa's palace, Kamsa's prison. So that's the reason, even when Krishna is there, whenever in Vrindavan Dham, when he is killing the demons, you take Potana demon or any demon, Vasudeva Krishna comes out. It is the activities of the Vasudeva Krishna. And in the same Vrindavan Dham, Gokula Vrindavan, when there are pastime with the Yashoda Maya or Gopis or Nanda Baba, anything happen, that is Vrajabihari Krishna. So we should understand that Krishna is same but different. The mood is same but different. So like that, Krishna, when he is different, when he is killing the demons, the same Krishna, and he is different when he is as the Dwarakanath. When he is in Mathura, he is different. So Acharya says that Krishna is perfect as Dwarka Krishna, he is more perfect as Mathura Krishna, and he is most perfect in Vrindavan Krishna. Most perfect means he is complete Krishna in Vrindavan Dham, Gokula Vrindavan or Bhaumi Vrindavan. So, what is the reason? What is the reason for Krishna to do all these activities? He can send some scripture or anything, right? But it is his unlimited causeless mercy. Why? Because suppose if I want to give you something, how much ever I describe, it will be incomplete. But I bring that and show you, you will have much clearer picture. So Krishna wants all of us to go back to his planet. So even how much ever scripture says, even Acharyas explains, that will be good. But it will be much complete when he brings the whole dham and gives the relishment. Suppose you don't know how the rasgulla tastes. I am telling, it is white in color, it is very soft sponge, it is very sweet, very juicy. You will not have complete picture. I bring a little sample piece of rasgulla and give you, a small ball of rasgulla and give you. Wow, you will have a complete picture. This is what Krishna wants us to experience. That's why he brought the whole dham from Goloka Vrindavan to this Gokula Vrindavan. And he gave, and these pastimes, whatever we are experiencing, whatever we are reading, they are not complete. They are just only a fragrant portion of the eternal pastimes, real pastimes. Forget about eternal pastimes, innumerable pastimes. Even one pastime description itself, Ananta Shesha is saying that my millions of goods from millions of lives, means millions of years, are not enough to describe one pastime of Krishna. So he is saying that I am incapable. Then where are we? Huh? So with that note, I am humbly seeking blessings from everyone, all the Vaishnavas, and asking forgiveness for my incompleteness to completely present about Krishna, because Krishna is unlimited. He is Ananta, innumerable. His pastimes are innumerable. Only thing is, with the mercy of Acharyas, we should relish the taste of a bit of these pastimes and meditate and meditate and meditate and purify ourselves. So definitely we'll go back to Godhead with that meditations one day. And let me see if I have missed anything. Yeah, Atma Ramascha Munayo Nirgrandhyapi Urukrame. So always Atma Ramas, it is so relish. That's why they hear again and again these Atma Ramas. Yeah, if you have any questions, you can ask. If there are any questions or comments, or else we'll stop here.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
You have made it so interesting that we still want to listen and listen. We don't get tired.
Yeah, very nice, Mataji. All glories. That is the glory of Krishna book. There is nothing coming.
We
Yeah.
enjoy and it was so clear.
Okay. Yeah, so whenever this is called Achintya Beda Beda Tattva. So Krishna is same and different. So we should not, but that's the reason even Krishna came out of the end of Kaishora is he came out of the Vrindavana. And he went to Mathura to rescue Mother Devaki and Devaki Vasu and all other princesses, everyone. At that time also, we should not think that Krishna came out, but that Vrajvihari Krishna is always there in Vrindavan Dham. He'll never leave. Even he comes to Mathura, even he comes to Dwaraka, married 16,108 princesses. So, but eternally that Vrajvihari Krishna is there. And sometime we can also understand that some places Krishna is appearing through Vishnu. So it is also again Achintya Veda. It is correct, but at the same time it's not complete, because Krishna is coming, because all incarnations happen through this material world through Shirodaka Sai Vishnu. Whether you take Rama avatar, whether you take Matsya avatar, anything, they will come through Shirodaka Sai Vishnu, because he is the Leela organizer. Shirodaka Sai Vishnu is the Leela organizer in this material world. He is the Paramatma of each and everyone, right? So all the incarnations appears through him. So people will think that even Krishna appears through Shirodaka Sai Vishnu, but it is not necessary like that. Krishna is exceptional. He doesn't have any barriers. He can come. These are all the more detailed tattva. So we should understand that Krishna is Swarat, independent. Whatever he wants, he can do, transgressing the rules and regulations. Yeah. Sorry, You have any questions? Are you about to ask any questions, Mataji? No, right? Neeru Mataji.
No, I don't have a question.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, Hare Krishna, Simhe Sadas Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Wonderfully nice explained introduction. Thank you so much. The devotees, anybody has any other concerns or any comments? Anything you would like to add? Any other questions? Okay, thank you. Thank you again. Let's conclude praying. Vancha kalpatarupasya कृपा सिंधुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। वैष्णव वृंद की जय। विराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। गौड़ी वैष्णव वृंद की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। हरे कृष्णा। थैंक यू मदर। हरि बोल।